It's quiet. That's how 2020 has been for me so far, relatively quiet. I've been kind of sick since Christmas. I've had this really bad sinus infection, so I've spent the last several days smelling like Biofreeze and Vicks Vapor Rub, so that's nice. But I wanted to do my first video of 2020 and just chat with you about what I've been doing lately and how I've been feeling and so on and so forth. Oddly enough, considering it is a new year, I don't have really any New Year's resolutions this time around. I'm not feeling particularly resolute. However, I do know that this year I really want to take some extra measures to get help for mental health related things. 2019, while a lot of wonderful things happened to me, I felt as though that it was one of my most difficult mental health years that I've had, considering that I was having very low points almost every other day, sometimes for long stretches. So that's, I guess, my surefire sign of the fact that something more needs to be done. So I'm going to develop my fortitude a little bit more and get some additional help. So lately, over the past few days, I've been feeling okay. I've been feeling well. I had my birthday on December 30th. I am now 31 years old. And I've been feeling like I'm 90 lately because of the aching and crap from this ridiculous sinus infection. But deep down, I still feel like I'm 15. So I've had people comment and be like, Donny, I didn't know you were over 30 years old. And I'm like, yes, I am over 30 years old. But I guess it's nice that I look youthful, right? But in all seriousness, a lot of interesting things have been happening since Christmas. Along with my birthday, I got to celebrate my 1-year anniversary with my significant other, which was wonderful. It's very weird to think, and slightly, well, not so slightly, but very elating to think that I've been with my partner for a year, and it gives me a lot of hope for the future. Because if you've watched my videos for a long time, you know that, well, in the past I've been very bitter about relationships. And I guess if there's anything that I've learned throughout 2019, it's that I learned to allow and accept the love given to me, even when I feel like I don't deserve it due to depression or past experiences. My partner's been wonderful when it comes to handling me at my lowest points, although he would argue and say, well, it's not handling me because he loves me. So, and I know that a lot of people watch my videos and have been in the same dark, single, dismal place that I've been in the past, and I just want to say, without being cliche, that I believe there is a person for every single individual out there. I believe that it is possible to find someone who loves and cares as much as you do. Because that's what I see is the largest disparity in a lot of relationships, especially gay relationships. They will get into relationships and one person will have some intentions, whereas the other person may not even consider those intentions, and the spark isn't there. But I do believe there is somebody out there for everybody to experience that spark, and I honestly would like to use myself as an example of that, because I never believed that I would find someone like this. So that's one of the things really keeping me moving forward, really keeping my head above water. And I've been trying to just create goals for myself. Not resolutions, but goals. Small goals. I have a lot of goals here on YouTube that I would like to meet. I am planning on doing more videos. I am going to be potentially opening up a Patreon to sell poetry books. So, more like handcrafted poetry books on a small scale. Thankfully, my channel is small, and they probably won't be in high demand, so that won't be too difficult of a thing. But one really cool thing, though, is that I was checking my analytics from my YouTube channel from last year, and my channel had 12% more views and activity than it did the year before. So, yay, a little bit of growth. That's always wonderful to hear. So, wonderful to see. But anyway, aside from all of those other things that have been happening with me lately, there was one thing that happened recently in the local area that I wanted to touch on that really hits very close to home, in the sense that it is, well, not far from home. But a member of the gay community here in mid-Michigan was recently murdered by another person in the gay community. They had met up through Grindr, and the individual, his name is Kevin Bacon, was found, I believe it was Christmas morning, dead in this hookup's basement. It made me feel this deep welling sadness for our community, and for him and his family especially. I think it unfortunately shows that it's still very unsafe for a lot of people in this world. We have to be safe. We have to be careful. And I know sometimes we think that we know the people that we meet, but we don't always, you know. But sorry, the furnace just turned on. It's kind of loud. But yes, that whole situation was very unsettling, and not a very good way to end 2019. Again, 2019, while it had really specific wonderful things happen in it, there were very glaring negative things that happened as well. But looking at it from my own purview, from my own perspective, instead of resolutions, I'm just going to keep growing the best that I can, and the time that I can. Anyway, share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you do have New Year's resolutions and you want to share them, please do so. Also, let me know how you've been feeling, how you've been doing. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch my content. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope that 2020 is a wonderful year for you.